What's up, everybody? It's Kendall,
It's Warpath.
and we got a special guest in the building today. Watched this guy for a while on YouTube, man. Before I introduce him, it's just a little bit crazy story. I have been following this guy probably for a couple years now, and Warpath just happened to know this person without even knowing that I'm watching him, and then he told me that this guy was doing this guy that he knows is doing reviews on collectibles. And I said, all right, well, let me know his channel. And we got him here today, man. Daredevil19, man. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on? How you guys doing?
All right.
Good, man. Good, man. Definitely good to have you here, man.
Absolutely.
Especially
that was
with
a funny story.
Yeah, it's crazy. Small world, man.
Right,
That's no bullshit, man.
It
I was
is
watching.
crazy.
I used to watch your reviews, because I'm not plugged in really like that as far as knowing people. I'm a fan. Like I'm an active collector,
Absolutely.
and I would watch a lot of your reviews to decide whether or not I'm gonna pull the trigger on that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what they're there for, to help out.
Yup.
Help out fellow collectors. Like
Right.
Yup.
all of us, we're all collectors.
Right.
And even more so when it becomes an addiction, when you're just watching the review and you already know that I already know it's in the fucking bank. Like, I'm getting it. There's no question about that. It's on the pre-order anyway. I'm just gonna see. Oh, this guy has it already. All right, what's going on with this? What can I expect?
I'll do the same thing.
Right.
But yeah, man. So yeah, welcome.
Yes.
Good to be here.
Now, let's just start off fresh since it's fresh off the mind because I just watched it.
Right.
You guys watched The Mandalorian? You up to speed on that?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, we are.
What's your thoughts on that?
Episode 3 took it to a whole new level.
Absolutely.
That episode was just
Crazy.
insane. Yeah,
Insane. Episode 3 was crazy. I loved it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
So-
my favorite episode so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
They keep taking it to the next level.
That's what it feels like.
So he turns into Baby Yoda.
Right.
Whether that's what we're calling it, that's what I'm calling it, Baby
Baby
Yoda.
Yoda.
Because
Yeah,
we don't know,
we
we don't know what it is.
Right.
Whether
right.
we can speculate all day, whether it's a clone, whether it's
Right.
another descendant or whatever, or not offspring. So he gives back the Baby Yoda. He gets the medal. He gets the armor. This is the way. I love that, by the way. I like that. I like that energy between
Mandalorian.
between the Mandalorian.
right.
It's real dope.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
I like it. I like it too.
Absolutely.
That they just all have respect for each other, got
Right.
each other's backs, and you know.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a good community to be a part of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
We
it.
should start one.
Right.
Nah, but yeah, when he gave away the Baby Yoda, you could even tell he was kind of regretting it.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Like, man, I don't know if I should have done that.
Right.
And then when he went back to it, like, he was asking questions. And
Right. We had a
Yep.
feeling he was going to
Yeah,
come
in
back.
their line
and-
of work, they're
yeah.
not allowed to do that after
Right.
they get paid and all that. So he was
Yep.
already. The name of the episode was good too because it was a sin with him. It was
Yep.
called the sin.
Right.
It was a
Right.
sin.
I didn't
giving
even
away-
connect that together.
Yeah,
That's
giving
crazy.
away the baby. Then it was also a sin with him asking the questions about it.
Knowing
which
he
you're not
shouldn't have done
supposed
that.
to.
Right.
And it
Yep.
was a good name
Yeah.
for an episode. But yeah, then he went back to his ship
Right.
and noticed that little ball thing that kind of looks like in your car where you shift the drive. What is it
Yep.
called?
Yep.
Kinda looks
Oh, the
like that.
shifter?
Yeah. Yoda took that off, the Baby Yoda, and then he noticed it was still off.
Right.
And then he's like, "Nah, man, I can't let this happen.
Right.
Gotta go back. That's my boy right there."
And from that
Yeah.
point on, it was crazy. I loved the action scenes in it. It was great.
Yep.
Um,
So then so when he gets his armor made,
Right. Love the armor. By the
he
way.
decides he's gonna go back and he's about to leave first. He's in the ship,
Right.
and then he decides he's gonna go back and break the baby out.
Right. And that's when
That
he's
scene was dope.
on the way out. He's intercepted by the
By the other bounty hunters.
bounty hunters and the
where
main
he's got
bounty hunter
Yoda.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all their little, I don't know what they're called.
trackers?
Yeah,
Tracker
the trackers.
devices,
They all
yeah.
kept going off. And
Right.
He even knew it. when he
That
was
scene
riding down the
reminded me.
street.
I was telling Warpath earlier. That scene reminded me so much of John Wick 2. The end of it, Like how
It
when
reminded
he's
me of
walking
John
at the
Wick
end
2
and they're
too.
all getting the cell phone text while he's walking.
Right.
That's what it
That
reminded me of.
episode reminded me of like a John Wick type movie, but more like a western too, but a space western.
Yep.
But it had that.
Yeah,
John
it definitely
Wick feel.
does have that space western vibe.
It does.
For sure.
Yeah.
So he gets the baby out. He gets to a ship, and now he's gone. I don't even know. Because there's no literature with this. There's no books or anything like with the other movies
there's no
and all of that
reference.
stuff.
There's no reference to go off of with this. This is new.
We don't know where the hell. We don't know where the hell he's going.
My guess is gonna be that he's gonna probably seek out. I didn't get the guy's name, but the I Have Spoken guy that he met in episode 2.
He might.
Oh, the guy who Nick Nolte's playing.
I like that character too.
I feel like he's gonna end up bumping back into him because he's one of his greatest allies around.
There's also gonna be a chick in it because if you look.
Yes.
On Disney Plus, you see her behind him in the picture.
Oh, okay, never noticed that.
And I'm wondering if that's gonna be it with the droid too, because the droid's in the poster too, as if it's gonna be a big if it's gonna be a bigger part of the show.
He already took
him out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if if he's gonna retrieve that droid. Probably not, but it's kind of weird that they would promote and he was only in a few minutes.
Because it was just the first episode.
Right. True,
but either she's gonna be good or bad. I don't know.
Right.
We'll have to find out.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Absolutely.
Either way, I'm curious. I'm interested. It's got me locked in.
That's my favorite series right now.
It is.
Yeah.
They really flipped.
They got me locked in.
They did a great
job. They
job.
definitely got me locked in.
I'll
They
tell
did
you
a great job.
That Last Jedi took my love for Star Wars and threw it out the window.
Right.
This
brought it back.
Yeah, there was things about The Last Jedi that I liked, and there were things about The Last Jedi that I really didn't like. But it is what it is, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with Episode 9, and how they're gonna close it all up.
Right.
Yeah, I'm curious too. The guy who did the first one is doing this one. He should have just done all 3 of them.
Another dope thing back in the Mandalorian. I don't know if you guys caught it in the when he's having the backflash when he was a kid. Like one of the battle drones from Episode 1 or 2 or whatever was in it.
Yeah.
And then the last flash it looked like it was gonna shoot him.
Yep.
So I don't know if he got shot or someone saved him.
I think someone saved him. I think something destroyed took him. Yeah. Probably was.
Yep.
Probably was.
No, Jango Fett's dead already. Probably could have been Boba.
And also that was a time we got to see him without the mask on, even though he's a kid and we know who he is now. But you know what I mean.
The guy playing him, I don't know if you watch Game of Thrones, but you ever watch that show?
Yep.
Remember the dude who fought?
Yep. I know who.
Pedro
and he was also in Narcos. And me and my girl watched the first two seasons on Netflix.
The first season?
Yep.
What?
He's the cop that was already down there when the American cop teams up with him. He's his partner.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, he has that familiar face. Like I seen him something else, but I knew it was Game
His
of
voice
Thrones.
was familiar in The Mandalorian. When I first seen this first episode, I was like, sounds familiar, but I can't.
Yeah. You had to look it up.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, my girl saw his name, and then she told me. She's like, "Oh, that's such and such."
And you're like, oh, all right.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job so far.
Yeah. They are.
Without showing his face.
Right. But there's a lot of good characters, though. Right.
For sure.
He's having like you're behind this character. You don't even see the facial expressions or nothing.
Right.
And they're doing a good job with it.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're doing an awesome job with something moving.
And then they made it not where it's not just him that way. His whole community is like that. None of them have ever had their masks taken off of them or revealed themselves. So that's pretty cool to watch. Another thing I liked was the packs that they all had when they were flying in the sky and doing all that. And he was like, yeah, I need one of those. I'm like, yes, you do.
I was thinking the same thing.
Y'all think they're going to get his helmet? Y'all think his helmet's going to get removed?
At some point in this series?
Probably.
They're signed on for season 2 already. So
Yeah.
You think a villain's going to do it or you think he's going to do it himself?
I don't know.
It's tough to say. I don't know the story at all.
I don't know either.
I want to know, the woman one that's the blacksmith. Like she makes the armor.
Yep.
She seems like she's like the leader or something.
Yep.
Or high ranking.
She must be.
Because remember when they were fighting in the beginning, the Mandalorian and the bigger dude.
Yeah, when he tests him. Yep, he checks him. He's like,
yeah. And she kind of put them both in check, and they're like, all right, yeah, she's right.
No, you're right.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if she's
She has to be the leader, I'm pretty sure.
Which might be like,
or
the
someone
leader or
up there.
second.
But he did say to them, like when he's at the end, when he's talking to that same dude that he was beefing with.
Yeah.
He's like, what did he say? Something's we're gonna have to relocate.
Yep. You're gonna have to relocate
Yep.
that spot.
Yep.
And they're like, don't worry about it.
Dude's like, don't worry, this is the way.
Yeah.
This is the way.
Yeah,
Blasting for my
way.
dudes.
And he had the crazy gun too.
He did.
Yep.
He's like the bigger dude out of the group.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
That's cool.
That was really dope, man. They did a good job with that, man.
He
Yep.
did.
Did you see the Joker?
Oh yeah. Man, I went with this guy right here.
Yes, sir.
Man, how did you feel about that?
Dope movie.
Yeah.
1 out of 10?
That was a great 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10?
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
They did a superb job with that.
Yeah. I would have to agree with that, man. It was really good. I like the acting.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It
Killed
definitely left me wanting more, but I see what they did. It was just a big. It was like kind of like just a big mind fuck because you can take
Pretty
it.
much.
Right.
You could put it in so many different.
Right.
Come up with your own conclusions so many different ways.
Right.
And who knows? Maybe that whole thing was made up.
Right.
It's
We'll
true.
find
It was
out.
just imagining.
That's why my
I-
favorite scene is when he's laughing at the end, and
Right.
she's
Yeah,
like, "What are you
yeah,
laughing?"
yeah.
And he's like, "You wouldn't get it."
Yep.
And I think I'm not 100%, but I think they said they are doing he signed on for another one.
Yeah, they're doing a sequel.
Yeah. So
So I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah?
He's
I didn't
Yeah.
even hear about
Yeah.
that. When did they announce that?
like
Uh,
last week sometime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
so-
recently just announced it. Yeah.
Yep. So Queen Phoenix
But
signed on.
I think if you give them the right amount of money, they'll be like, you know what?
Oh, yeah,
Even though
yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix said it was one and done, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't
He's a
wanna
real
give
like
him-
he signed back
artsy
on.
actor.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I
He don't
mean?
like the spotlight too
Yeah.
much either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can respect it.
Yeah.
But I hope and that I actually like that too because that makes me feel hopeful for a sequel
Yeah.
if
yeah.
that's what they're doing.
Right.
Because I know that they're not just gonna do
Just do
Joaquin Phoenix is not just gonna do anything.
it. Yeah.
Right.
And I don't think they'll do a sequel if he's not gonna be in it.
No.
Makes no sense.
Right. I wouldn't make any sense.
You knew that Jared Leto was trying to sabotage the movie and not have it be made before.
I heard about that.
I'm
that.
like, come
Yeah.
on, dude, you acting a bit salty off
Yeah,
that.
really, because his Joker was the worst one out of all of them. Because
Yeah,
Suicide
his
Squad was
Joker
trash.
He had his
pretty
own
trash.
version,
Sorry.
but
No, Suicide Squad was trash. There's no sort of nothing I'll be getting from that. I don't need
I didn't
any
like the whole
T-shirts,
villain
any
thing.
memorabilia. I don't need any of it.
I didn't like the whole villain
I don't
thing
like
either.
nothing. Yeah,
The
me
things
neither.
that looked like they had a bunch of eyeballs
Yeah,
on their heads
that
and
was
shit.
that was trash. It was just,
I
come on.
liked Harley Quinn though.
Yeah, she was the only thing that kept that movie together. Was Harley Quinn.
That's why she got her
Yeah.
own
That's why
movie,
she- yeah.
pretty much.
There
Which
you go.
I'm not so sure about because
Oh
I
yeah, the
don't
trailer.
know. That yeah.
I won't be.
not
Shit,
sure
I won't
about
be in the
that.
theaters for that movie. I'll say that now. I won't be in the theaters for it, but it is a watch. I will watch it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch.
I will
it.
watch
I
it.
gotta watch every comic book type movie.
Yeah, I will watch it.
Absolutely.
Got it.
I don't know if I'm in the theater that one though.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I mean, you never know. If they drop another trailer and it convinces me, because the one that we've all seen so far doesn't look that interesting to me, but if they drop another one,
What do
and
we
it
got
looks
coming
good.
up this coming year? I think we got
We got that one in February. Black Widow
Yup.
in March or April.
right.
Eternals. Isn't that coming next week? I mean
Yeah.
next week.
next year.
Yeah,
Seems
that's
right.
next year. I think they only announced 2 movie or 3 movie? Spider-Man? No, not
I
Spider-Man 3.
thought
That
it was
just came
Spider-Man.
out.
Maybe
I think
not.
that's in like a year or 2. Man, they slacking on Doctor Strange too, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
not coming until 2022. So
Yeah, that's
Black
crazy.
Panther 2. I
Yeah,
think they
they're
only
letting them
announced
breathe.
2 for this year or
Yeah.
3. There might be one
They're
more.
letting it go with that Disney Plus. That's
Yeah,
what
we
it is.
got-
They that's where it is.
We got Falcon, Falcon.
Oh yeah.
and,
Winter Soldier and
yeah,
the
yeah.
Falcon. Then you
Yeah.
got the WandaVision, which is Wanda. The
Yeah,
Scarlet
yeah,
Witch and
yeah.
Vision, and then
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
the
yeah.
Hawkeye show.
Right.
Then you got the
But we
She-Hulk
don't know
show.
if he's still gonna be Hawkeye either.
Right.
Yeah, no, he might just be like sitting at home. His daughter's going out and being.
Yeah, but you heard what happened with the actor. They
Oh,
might,
no.
They might kick him off as Hawkeye.
Oh, really? What did you
I don't know. He's like into like
ruffle
he's-
some feathers?
Nah, he's been like getting in trouble with drugs and all that. So they might kick. You know how Disney is. They don't want none of that stuff.
No, because
they might kick him out of Hawkeye.
Right.
So I don't know if that's still gonna go on.
Wow.
I liked him as Hawkeye. He's not a bad Hawkeye.
He was a pretty good Hawkeye.
Yeah, he was good.
Not one of my favorite Marvel MCU.
It was Hawkeye, so I didn't give a shit who it was.
Well, as long as he's badass with the bow and arrow.
Right. They could have put a goddamn hawk there with a freaking bow and arrow for all I care. You know what I'm saying?
As long as he's doing some good bow and arrow shit.
Oh shit.
Absolutely.
But yeah, they might be like focusing. I think they're gonna start dropping 4 MCU movies a year now because we always get 3.
Well, do you think that they're going to keep continuing with dropping in the theaters, or do you think that they're going to...
Are they going to be
push
Disney
on Disney
Plus releases or cinema
I feel like they're
releases?
going to try to convert if this is successful enough.
Well, they just did that Lady and the Tramp live action movie, and they threw that right on Disney Plus. I feel like the real big characters, they're going to keep throwing in the movies. Maybe like a Moon Knight character, or maybe even like the Daredevil show. They'll probably throw that on Disney Plus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's Iron Man type movie or Hulk or something.
I think
that's going in the theaters.
Now, do you think it's just going to be theaters? Or you think they'll do Disney Plus in the theater to give people whichever kind of opportunity they want?
They could do that.
That would be a good move.
I
would like to experience that one time, to be able to watch something from the comfort of my home that's released in the theater the same day, the same quality.
Yep.
I would love to try that out and see how that's about.
That's what I absolutely.
And I feel like if you're paying monthly for the service, I feel like that should be available. It should be an option.
Yeah, it should.
Something to talk about.
Because people still like going to the movies just to have that experience with the surround sound, the big screen, and everything.
Right.
So it's
yeah, that's why it's gonna be hard to stop people from wanting to go out to the theaters. You know what I mean?
It's easier.
I think the only way you're gonna do that is, like I said, is by making it accessible in their house.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know. But I guess we'll see what way they go with that.
Yeah.
I want to know what the hell they're doing with the Daredevil. I know they're keeping Daredevil, Kingpin, Punisher, and Jessica Jones. I think Luke Cage and Iron Fist, they're scrapping it and restarting it.
Yeah.
So I want to know, because they're saying they're going to throw them in the MCU or something. Those.
Yeah, I heard they're going to start tying them in.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if they're giving them their own shows or if they're going to start popping up in movies.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like they're going to start having feature films.
Well, Kevin Feige said that, going forward, you are going to have seen the shows to keep up with the MCU.
See, because this is a new phase. That's why.
Yep. Because and that's what makes me feel like supports my feeling of like that they're trying to push you to go to Disney Plus.
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way,
it's not a bad price right now. But I saw one of your last videos. You're saying adding all of it. Like I'm gonna cancel probably Hulu or something.
Yep.
So because all that's gonna add up like 50, 60, 70 bucks.
Right.
You know what I mean, a month.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, I mean, at
Netflix.
what point are you gonna stop before you're just
Exactly.
you're fucking paying for basically a freaking satellite dish to have 500 channels you don't fucking watch?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now all the channels are getting smarter. They're all like, all right, well, we're all going to throw our money at one show and make that show really popular. So you have to get our streaming service.
Yep,
And now you're having a whole goddamn app just to watch that one fucking show.
Exactly, yeah.
But Disney Plus obviously is more than that. Obviously, you got the Star Wars on there. You got the Marvel on there. As soon as the Netflix contract ends, they'll have all of the Marvel shit on there, plus the shows. So, it's worth it.
Right.
It's worth it to me just for the Mandalorian.
That's what I mean. That type of stuff that's pretty much what it is for.
Yeah,
because
that's why I got it.
All the other shows are accessible on any other platform.
Yeah, like I have all the MCU movies on Blu-ray and everything, and all the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, they have a whole stuff, all their Disney stuff too. But I mainly got it for that. I think a lot of people did too.
Yeah, that's what I did. Absolutely.
And then all their other stuff's gonna be coming out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, we'll see what they conjure up next.
Well, the Obi-Wan, they're gonna be doing that series, and the person who directed this Mandalorian one is doing
Jon Favreau.
No, he's like the writer and created the Mandalorian, but I forgot her name. but she directed this episode, which was the best episode, and she's going to be doing the entire Obi-Wan series.
Nice.
So that gives me hope for that one.
And Ewan McGregor is signed on for that, right?
Oh, yeah. He was keeping it a secret for 4 years, and when people would ask him, he'd have to lie and act like he was begging for the job, but he already had it.
That's crazy.
And they might be doing a Darth Maul one, I heard now.
That'll be dope.
They should. That's one of the most popular Star Wars characters that was only in one movie and didn't have much screen time.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot they could work on, even though that lady was like, "Oh, we don't have enough comic books and all that to go after." Yeah, you do. You have a lot of Star Wars background that you could throw into series and movies.
Absolutely.
They're just.
I was always, I always thought it would be dope if they just, did like a whole bunch of series and a whole bunch of Star Wars series, like for different genres. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And do what you're saying. Just go into all of that. I've never read all of the books and everything, so I can't even sit up here and act like I know.
Not really either, but they have it all. Like,
oh
it's
yeah, yeah, they do. It's a deep lore there.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff they can go into with that.
Yeah, they can. Definitely can.
So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that episode 9.
Yep.
Next month, we'll see how that wraps up. Because that's supposed to be the end of the Skywalker.
Yeah.
And they gotta redeem it, man. They know they gotta do. For as much as some people hate it, some people liked it, some people loved it, some people disliked it, whatever. For the backlash they got on that return, the Last Jedi, they're gonna want to. I was about to say Return of the Jedi.
Nah, I'm laughing because they got a lot of backlash.
Yeah. For that, they know that it's got to be different with Episode 9.
The Force Awakens was good. I like that one.
Yeah. I mean, some people picked it apart because of how it matched Episode 4, but it's cool. I didn't mind. It was fun.
Was that the one with Finn and all them?
Yeah.
I like that one.
That was when it first all started.
Yeah. I like that one. That one. It was great.
That was the first one of this new trilogy.
Yeah, that brought me back.
That was the first Star Wars Disney did.
All right, cool.
Like,
that brought me. It brought me in.
Yeah.
Yep. I think still though the best Disney Star Wars movie so far has been Rogue One.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I mean,
Rogue One was great too. I just watched that again the other day.
Yeah.
I need to buy that on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
The Solo one wasn't that bad.
That's the one I haven't seen yet.
I've never seen Solo in its entirety, but I'm about to start going on my little marathon here and watching, 1 through 3, then Solo, then Rogue One, then 4 through 8 until 9.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to see how that goes.
Yep.
Gotta just give it a whole Sunday or something. Or a whole weekend.
It'll take more than that. I think some of them prequel movies are like 2.5 hours long.
Yep.
Yeah.
I started watching Attack of the Clones the other day because of the Mandalorian, because it had one of the Mandalorians in it, and I liked that fight with him and Obi-Wan where it was raining. He was on that planet that was mostly water.
Yep, where the clones were.
Yeah. I was watching that one last night.
Yeah.
That one wasn't bad. That was pretty good.
Yep. Yeah. I remember seeing that in the theater way back.
Yeah, me too.
That's crazy.
All right.
I think I saw all of them besides the last one for the prequels in theater. Saw the first and second one, but not the.
I did not see the first one in the theater, episode 1.
Yeah.
I saw episode 2 and episode 3 in the theater.
I felt like those got better.
Yeah.
As they went along.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of people talk shit about them, but they're not horrible movies. That I enjoy watching.
I liked how it went more deep into, what was going on.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah. As far as different planets and how.
Yeah.
How the Empire came to be.
Yeah.
That's why I like The Mandalorian and how they're showing that, the Empire is just no more. They're scattered.
Right. And they keep bringing that up in the show.
I wonder, is this I know it's after the original trilogy. Is it after?
This supposedly takes place, I believe. Commenters will slaughter me, but I'm sure.
I have no idea.
I've heard that it's 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So 5 years after Return of the Jedi, which
so this should be before.
This is before episode 7.
The new Skywalker.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is before.
Right. Before all the new Disney movies?
Yep. This is before that.
Okay. Oh.
About 20 years before that.
If that's the case, then that's going to answer a lot of questions.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to link. I feel like something in it is going to link.
I feel like Yoda's going to link.
They might have Baby Yoda pop up.
That's what I'm saying.
Grown.
I feel like that's going to be the link. Because if this takes place before that. I think the Knights of
Ren are in this one, too.
Remember the last time we see Yoda, he was old as shit. Remember that?
Yep.
So maybe this is right.
Yeah, but Yoda.
He's gone.
Oh,
he's dead now.
He's dead.
He's dead now.
I'm saying the Baby Yoda might be grown up.
Oh, okay.
For the new one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Help out Rey or something. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Who knows what's going to happen.
I want to know, too, if the Force, because obviously this Baby Yoda has the Force, but I want to know, like, if is that something exclusive to that species?
They're really Force sensitive. Like, pretty much all of them got it. Like, all of them could do it. Because I think Yoda said something in one of the older movies, like the prequel movies back then about it. But his species is really, like, rare. Like, that's why you don't really see them that much. I mean, in episode 1, you see.
I heard you saw. Yeah, I can't remember. I haven't watched episode 1. That's why I can't wait to do it. But I haven't seen episode 1 in a long time.
There was like a female version of a Yoda species there. So I think maybe Yoda. Because she ain't in the other ones. She might have got her kicked off after getting her pregnant or something. Yeah. So that could be it too.
Yeah.
But we'll have to find out. And I heard Mandalorian's only going to be 8 episodes. Like, damn, man.
But then they're going to go with season 2.
Yeah. So, hopefully don't make this one longer. Make the episodes a little longer.
Yep.
Yeah, they probably just didn't know how good it was going to do. It's doing great.
Yeah.
I love it.
They knew.
Yeah,
they knew.
They probably right.
They knew. They spent billions of dollars on Star Wars. They knew.
Yeah.
They probably figured Baby Groot was so popular.
They absolutely stole that from Marvel.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm glad you said that. I thought the same shit.
Let's do it.
I said, they absolutely took that idea from Marvel. Absolutely.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Absolutely.
Because Disney's got Marvel and Star Wars. So
they definitely did that.
But Jon Favreau really hit something.
Right.
He did good with this.
Yeah, he hit the nail, the hammer on the nail.
Yeah.
He hit the nail on the head.
There you go.
And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this.
Yes.
All right, we're back at it, and Warpath had to step out.
Yeah, round 2.
So yeah, man. We'll dive deep onto your platform. So how long you been collecting for, man?
For a while, on and off at times.
Or more specifically, when did you collect as a child?
Yeah, like all the old like the '90s X-Men figures, and then the Ninja Turtles. What else was there? There was Ghostbusters. That was all tons of stuff. Yeah, I've collected a lot of stuff. Even I wasn't really into the G.I. Joes, but I had a few of those.
Yep.
You had that stuff too?
Not really, to be honest. Yeah. I never really had a lot of toys. As a kid, I had a lot of wants. And I feel like that's diving in psychologically on why I do what I do now. But yeah, so when did the road start for where you're at now? Not with your channel or anything, just with collecting.
With collecting?
Did collecting? I'm assuming collecting started before your thoughts of reviews and all of that.
Yeah. I used to watch like reviewers all the time, and like Shartimus Prime and all them.
Yep.
Like Anthony's Customs, the big like original reviewers. I kept seeing them doing it. I'm like, let me give this a shot one day, and I started doing it back in 2014. But I started collecting maybe in like getting when I got really back into it, maybe 2012. And then I remember I sold my stuff, then got back into it again. So probably around like that time, 2012, 2013, something like that.
And what did it start with?
Probably SH Figure Arts, like the Dragon Ball stuff.
Yep.
And then they started expanding. You see like Star Wars and Marvel and all that.
They started getting up a lot more licenses.
Yeah, then I started hearing about like Mafex, Figma, all like the good import stuff.
Yep.
And then even more companies just kept coming out. It's gotten so popular now. There's so many options. Like if you want to get a character, you have Mezco, Mafex, SH Figure Arts. You have a lot of options to go with now.
Yep.
Back in like even like 2000, like 2003, I used to collect figures, but I thought like I was weird then. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
I don't really do it. Yeah, like you'd be walking around toy aisle like what an adult doing over here. Like I was in my 20s, like felt weird, but now it's like everybody does it now. You know what I mean? But yeah, back then I used to like go to comic book stores and collect the old Toy Biz Marvel Legends.
Yep.
And yeah, those were like the only good ones back then in like the early 2000s. But then like the 2010s, that's when we started getting like SH Figure Arts. When did I notice that? Maybe 2009 or 2010. That's when SH Figure Arts, like I first found out about their Dragon Ball stuff. Because they only had like a Goku and a Piccolo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to collect all types of things. But SH Figure Arts probably what really brought me back into collecting and where I'm at now, you know.
How did you decide you were gonna start reviews or do a YouTube channel, or did you anticipate, it being where you are now?
Oh hell no! I don't even think I'd get like 100 subscribers, and then that shit just kept building and building. As long as you're like consistent, which like I always remember Shardamus Prime saying like you be consistent. Like if you make a YouTube channel, be consistent.
Yeah.
As long as you do that, you'll find like your own groove, your own like your own way of doing stuff. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
But yeah, what really got me thinking about doing it was just seeing other reviewers like around my age doing it. I'm like, oh, I ain't the only person my age collecting figures and who likes to collect them. So I'm like, let me give it a try. I think 2014, I started doing them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just kept excelling.
Yeah, man. That's definitely
took time to build up, but that's why with the whole thing going on with the COPPA, whatever the hell it's called, it's like really put like a damper on a lot of people, not just collectors, but people who do gaming channels, even people who like review movies, or even people like with the gameplay with video games. Now they're kind of worried about it, but I feel like now the FTC, which is the people who made the COPPA law, they did it back in like 98, but now they're putting out, before it was real vague, like what appeals to kids. That could be anything, like anything can appeal
anything.
To a kid, like a guitar, like someone playing guitar.
A $2,000 statue.
Yeah, or maybe cars or something, or motorcycles. Anything can appeal to a kid between the age of, well, not like little babies, but they're saying a kid's age is 1 through 12. So a 12-year-old can be into collecting the figures that we collect. Yeah, they can't afford it, but maybe they ask their parents for them for Christmas. But they're meant for, it even says on the box what age is for. So people who review figures now, it's for teens and adults, unless they're like little kid toys, you know what I mean? So it's, before they're real vague on what appeals to kids, now they're starting to like let you know, like what, like they put up something that said if you're like on your YouTube channel, when you go on it, you'll be able to see what your audience is, their age group.
Yep.
And they're saying if your age group, like if it's more towards, like you could tell if your audience is kids or if they're adults.
Yeah,
mine says 93% of mine is from ages 18 to 44, and I think like 6% were kids.
Yeah.
So my channel is mainly aimed for teens and adults. You know what I mean? So
correct.
My channel isn't meant for kids, which I think I'm fine. I think people were just getting nervous because of how vague the FTC and YouTube were being about what appeals to kids. So if say like, that little kid Brian's World, or his stuff is aimed for kids. So now his YouTube channel is kind of gonna be in a bad spot. You know what I mean? People
Doesn't he have his own show on TV now?
probably. So he's probably fine with that. If he has his own show on TV, he don't need YouTube anymore. But like channels like that, I feel like Hasbro, they have their own YouTube channel where they talk about like very kiddie toys. So they have to now say that their stuff is aimed towards kids. You know what I mean? Like I think channels like that are the ones that need to be careful because their stuff is aimed at kids. Like my stuff isn't. People like same with like Anthony's Custom, Chardonnay's Prime. Our stuff isn't aimed for kids. The Fwoosh is for teen and adult collectors. Like same with like people who do gameplay on video games or review video games. Yeah, there's games for kids and games for adults, but I bet most their audience, who knows, I don't know about them, but I think the figure collectors might be good because it just depends what your main audience is, as it does show you on YouTube. So I think the FTC can see that. So I think figure reviewers should be all right. A lot of people, I don't know, they're still scared. But the other thing that kind of freaked people out was saying they can give you a $42,000 fine per video.
Correct. Yep, I heard that.
Yeah, but I heard they'll fine you by what you make on YouTube, so it's not going to be that dramatic of a fine. You know what I mean? It's not going to be 42,000. Like say someone makes a few $100 on YouTube a month, they'll go by that. They're not gonna fine you 42,000 right off the bat. You know what I mean? It's still a scary situation.
Definitely. I mean, you're dealing with
government.
Anything with federal at the beginning.
Yeah. It's not a fun thing.
No, absolutely not. I've seen a lot of videos from, the guys that you're mentioning and other, because what got me into this at first was Transformers.
Yep.
I was heavy into Masterpiece Transformers and third-party Transformers, and I still kind of dabble in it. And I watch, some of those reviewers, and everybody's saying the same thing,
Right.
And it's interesting and unfortunate, situation.
Yep. Because of YouTube too.
It all boils down to, well, is it YouTube or is it the parents handing their phones over?
Yeah, it's that too.
I think it's a combination of things. Obviously, it's not just one thing.
Yeah.
But for what the YouTube got fined for was essentially the collection of a child's data.
Yeah.
And
which I don't think they were doing for the YouTube Kids, which is what.
No, because YouTube Kids, I believe, is not monetized.
Yeah.
Like
so it had to have been the parents like saying, just letting them use their YouTube account on their phone or something like that, not paying attention. Like you gotta pay attention to your kids more, So like you said, it was a combination of two things. So
absolutely, but definitely,
but I think YouTube knew they were like they're probably able to find out that you're on like say if the adult's watching their channel, but they're watching a bunch of kid videos.
Yep.
It's the kid watching it. So I think YouTube probably knew.
Yep.
But they're still collecting the data. I think they were seeing how long they can get away with it or something. But it's a shitty situation.
Yeah, definitely. Especially for you guys that are out here uploading content on damn near a daily basis. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And regardless if people are living off of it or not, it's still it's a part of your life. Yeah, however much income you gain from it, whether it be $10 or $1,000 or whatever, it's it's definitely an unfortunate situation, man. The way that went down.
Yeah. It's instead of it being a parent's responsibility, they're throwing it on YouTube content creators, pretty much.
Yeah.
We got to ride out the storm, see what happens. It seems like they're trying to give content creators more information about this as it goes along, because it doesn't really start, I think, till January 2020.
Yep.
We still have this month in December. So, and they just put something up, I think, yesterday that I read up on, which is making me feel like my channel is gonna be fine, because it seems like if your targeted audience is kids, that's where that person's gonna have an issue. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And my targeted audience, as it even shows on my channel, isn't mainly kids. It's only like 6% were under the age of 18. So that might have been teens actually. So I don't even know what age it was. Might have been 1 through 18 or something, or 1 through 17. I mean.
Yep.
So
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, switching gears here, man. To talk to somebody on your level as far as involvement in this community and collecting, because I know a lot of things pass through your hands, whether you have them on display or not. What are your? Do you mainly purchase from one retailer, or do you have several retailers, or do you have retailers that you'll go to for specific products or specific brands?
Yeah. I usually try to stick to the same. I usually try to stick to the same two retailers. I buy from Japan and from here in the U.S. And my main U.S. one is the Ageless Geeks guy. I always buy from him all the time. And Japan, I always go through Ami. But say, like, I missed out on something. There's other places I check. But those are, like, my two main ones I like going to.
Yep.
Even, like, if I miss out on Japan stuff, the Ageless Geeks guy still gets the Japan stuff in.
Yep.
And he also gets the U.S. version of it. Like, usually SH Figure Arts has a Japan release and a U.S. release. Japan releases like a month ahead of time. But mainly those are the two ones I go to. There's other ones, like, if I'm shit out of luck, I got to check the other ones too. But those are, like, my main two ones I go to.
Yep.
So.
What, where would you say your main place or your main places would be for getting rid of things?
Well, like when I get stuff and like review it or something.
Yeah, like
if I sell stuff, like
yeah.
What do I do?
You're trying to get rid of it.
Probably like Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my I have a decent amount of followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I throw stuff up there. Usually it sells within like seconds or minutes. So I'll just throw something on there, or Facebook. There's a lot of like toy collector groups.
Yeah.
And usually people. They're like buy, sell, trade groups. I'll throw stuff on there sometimes, like if I can't sell it on Instagram or something. But usually I'll just throw it on Instagram or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that would seem like the easiest way to get rid of it is quickly.
Yeah, the other collectors, yeah.
Absolutely.
Because eBay, I used to mess with eBay a lot, but avoid those fees, man.
Yeah, no, I haven't messed with eBay in a long time. I mean, unfortunately, I've gone to the bigger retailers for my figures for most of the time because I never was on to Omni or your HLJ or things like that. So I've always paid top dollar for figures.
The US,
and and recently I just caught on and I said I can't do that anymore. Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, sometimes you're paying damn near twice what the figure is actually
definitely
worth.
Yep.
And then you see it, 10 months later on there for like, $50 less than what you bought it for.
What the hell? Exactly. They try to put their own import prices on it. Like when you buy from Japan,
yep,
the price is going to be lower, but you do have to pay that shipping too, depending how fast you want to get it here. You might be paying like another $20 if you want to get it within a few
I always
days.
look at that whenever I buy something from Japan. It's going to be another 20. That's the price plus $25.
Yep. Or you could do the slower shipping, but I'm impatient and plus I want to get reviews up, so I just pick like Ami as DHL. You get that within like a day or two. And it's crazy how you can get something that fast, which is across the damn world.
Yep.
But then you have the post office, the EMS one, which is like a few days. But you always got to look at that too. But if you go to like Big Bad Toy Store, I used to buy from them, but then I noticed with like their Mayfex, they're throwing on another 20, 30, maybe $40 or something, and it's like, Jesus, like, you guys are starting to get a little greedy there now. That's why I don't really mess with them that much. Yeah, they've been contacting me a lot because they want me to promote their stuff. But I always, like, I'm friends with the Ageless Geeks guy. We look out for each other and stuff like that. So I'm not going to be like, yo, dude, sorry, they're gonna give me a discount over here. Meanwhile, he already gives me discounts and stuff.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
So he looks out for me. I look out for him. I'm
absolutely
promoting and everything. So
absolutely. I mean, I still use Big Bad Toy Store for my third-party Transformers.
Yeah.
You know, their customer service is great. I've never really had any issues, but I've had to deal with them maybe twice in, you know, the 5-6 years I've been doing this.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll buy stuff from them here and there. Like, I don't always.
I try to stay away from imports when it comes to Big Bad Toy Store.
It's just especially
too
like
expensive.
Mayfex, because Isaac.
Yep.
Or Warpath. He'll be telling me like, man, yeah, I'm trying to get the Mayfex Thor 2 or something like that, and he's like, Big Bad Toy Store charging me like $100 and change for it. I'm like, that's why you got to go to like Omni or something like that. It's only.
A lot of the times too, Omni, them shit should sell out so quick, man.
They do, like, especially with Figure Arts. You saw they're making the Mandalorian. I don't know if you know about that. SH Figure Arts.
Yeah, I want to get that.
I had to wake up at like 2 a.m. to get that shit.
Sold out, isn't it?
It is now in Ami, but there was also the Figure Arts Endgame stuff. They made Captain Marvel. They made a new Iron Man. Pepper Potts and the Rescue Armor. The Worthy Captain America. And then they finally made a legit, more accurate Iron Spider-Man.
Yep.
He's like the suit shiny and all that.
I seen it. It looks great. It looks great. I want to
so
get that Pepper
better.
Potts just because I just want to have one representation of each, and I have a large Figure Arts selection. Which I'll show you before we out of here. But the Pepper Potts one. I want to get that one because I already have. I just want to have one representation of each figure in my Figure Arts collection.
Yep.
And right now, you know, I'm missing. There's a couple holes there. You know, Guardians are real holy. Yeah, they're looking scarce out there.
Well, they did show off like an adult group not too long ago.
I would love to do give me the adult group, give me the Drax, give me the Mantis,
the Gamora,
give me the Gamora.
We need them all.
And then
I'll even take this guy with the whistle and the arrow.
Yep, I forget his name.
Yondu. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Yeah, make them all.
Yep.
That's one of my favorite MCU movies, the Guardians. I just like them as a whole.
They're awesome. I love that first one especially.
Yeah. Same here.
So with reviewing, let me ask you this: when you're reviewing something, have you gotten to the point where you're just getting everything to review it, or do you only review what you want to get, or are you getting? There's kind of 3 levels to that because you might get what you really want, and then there might be something that you like, but you're not necessarily gonna get, but you get it anyway to review it.
There was a point where I was just ordering everything, but then I had to chill out with that because a lot of people don't understand this too. Like sometimes you just get stuff to review it and then you sell it after.
Yep.
And you have people like saying like, "Oh, you're not a real collector. You're always selling stuff." I'm like, some dude said that on my channel, and everybody went at him, even other figure reviewers, and he ended up deleting his comment because it's like, what are you talking about? Just because someone sells something doesn't.
Yeah, you're trying to advise people and show them what a product is.
Yeah, and I just get stuff sometimes to review it. I don't do that as much right now because, you know, sometimes with money you can't.
Correct.
So, like as of right now, I pretty much get what I collect. Like if I can, you know, like get something to review it, I'll do it and then sell it after. Like even the Ageless Geeks guy even said like if I just want something to review, I could hit him up and he'll send me like his and his collection that I could review and I'll send it back to him or something. So I might start doing that just so I could have more stuff to review on my channel.
Content.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, as of right now, I mainly just review like stuff I collect. But there was times where I was just buying tons of stuff and just reviewing it and ended up just selling them after just so I could buy the new stuff releasing and keep reviewing, you know, keep a good flow going on with reviews and everything. So,
absolutely.
But yeah, right now just what I collect as of right now.
What lines are you mainly collecting right now?
Well, SH Figure Arts, you already know that.
Well, absolutely, I know that. What?
Yeah, them. Mayfex might.
Well, not what brands, what lines, like what
like SH Figure Arts. the Marvel stuff,
Yep.
Dragon Ball stuff. I did sell off my Star Wars, but as we were talking about with the Mandalorian, brought my love back for it. So starting to get some more of those again. Variable Action Heroes One Piece line, I'm collecting those again. I do collect SH Figure Arts Naruto line, but we haven't seen one of those in going on 2 years now, so I don't know what the hell they're doing. What else do I got? I like the NECA Predator stuff. I'm a big fan of Predators. I think they're dope as hell. And NECA has damn near almost 100 figures of them by now. I think that's their biggest line. The NECA original Ninja Turtle movie figures.
Yep.
They have the 2 sets. And hopefully they make one more with the Casey Jones and the.
I still need to get my hands on the Splinter set. I only got the Turtles.
Just go on GameStop. They have them up right now for pre-order. They're releasing February, so.
Well,
so you can get the Foot Soldiers as many as you want, and you get the Shredder and the Splinter.
It's the 112, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking. So let me ask you this: is there a line that you're a completionist on that you have, like, that you have everything out, or that you want everything out,
Yeah, I used to do that with the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball line, but they're like putting out so much stuff that recently I sold a few off of my collection, but like if I could afford it, I would be a completionist probably with that line, or maybe like the Variable Action Heroes One Piece line.
Yep.
I was with the SH Figure Arts Naruto line, which isn't too hard because they only have like 12 figures out. So, but yeah, really, really, probably just those two as of right now. The NECA Predator stuff, I like collecting all the newer stuff because before they didn't have all that good articulation.
Yep.
I think like 2 years ago they added it on once they made their AVP stuff.
Yep.
And now I try to get all the NECA Predator stuff now. So, I mean, they're not crazy expensive like imports, so it's easier to afford those too. But big fan of that stuff also. So,
are you into Mezco at all?
Oh yeah,
you like the soft good?
Yeah, definitely. I always prefer like a cloth wired cape.
Yeah, I definitely prefer the cloth cape.
That's what my girl makes all the time.
Oh yeah,
she makes like she just made a Mandalorian one.
Nice.
Because a lot of people were asking for it because they had the Black Series one that just released, and then we're getting the SH Figure Arts one. So she just made one of those. Made just made one real quick just so she knows how to do it.
Yep.
When she's gonna start making.
She makes
she makes stuff in like she makes like a batch of a certain cape. Like she makes Batman ones. Makes a lot of like Dragon Ball ones too. Like we made one for Piccolo. For Gohan when he was a kid, wearing the Piccolo cape too.
Dope. Yeah, I seen pictures of him on your Instagram.
Yeah. So I definitely prefer like wire cloth, like capes or coats or something like that. But I do like the cloth goods on the Mezco figures.
Yeah,
definitely. That they took the 112 game to another level with that stuff right there.
Yeah, they did.
Definitely.
They did.
And you see other companies trying to do that. Even Mayfex now is starting to do it. Like with their Into the Spider-Verse Spider-Man stuff.
Yep.
They have their suits on underneath, but then they also gave them real
clothes.
Yeah, which is smart.
And the sneakers.
Yep. The sneakers too. Yep.
Yeah, I think they got the cloth material on the Jordan that they're dropping too.
Yep, they do. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. I got a couple of Mezcos. I think what do I got out of the Mezco? I got the Daredevil.
Yeah.
Not the Daredevil. The
Deadpool.
Yeah, the Deadpool.
Yeah,
I was thinking red and black for a second there. And then I got the Michael Myers.
Yep. They got a few of them. I'm not too crazy with Mezco, but I know there's some.
I don't. Sometimes their face sculpts to me just they're not. They take it's like their own rendition of the character.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like Mayfex has stepped up their game the past year or two.
Yeah, they have. These figure companies always, even like with Mayfex, SH Figure Arts even seems to be doing it because they used to be real chintzy with accessories.
Yes.
And now with the Endgame stuff, you get a lot of accessories with them. So hopefully they're stepping up their game. Look at what they did with the Iron Spider after Mayfex shit all over their original Iron Spider.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Plus, I think that new Iron Spider is gonna come with the glove.
Yep. The ones the Avengers made. Yep.
So that's dope.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
He got the dope spider, the Waldo, as they called them, extra spider legs on his back.
Yep.
So
I'll go ahead and pause this real quick. So yeah, man, we're coming up here on the end of the year. Well, what let me ask you a couple things here for 2019. What off the top? I know you're gonna do a video anyway, but
Yeah.
what would you say some of your best figures of the year have been
As of now,
that you've seen, whether you have them or not?
well, I'll definitely dig the. I know this is gonna be on my list. The NECA Capture Splinter set. That's definitely making my list. You watch anime and all that, right?
I haven't watched.
Not
I
too
don't watch much anime. I'm not too familiar with it,
Yeah.
but I do. I definitely want to, indulge a little.
Well, I don't know if you know Rurouni Kenshin.
I've heard of it.
Well, they like a third-party company made a figure of that character, and that figure turned out dope as hell. That's definitely making my list. That the Kenshin Himura one. It's kind of like a samurai, like a Ronin type character, but yeah, that shit turned out dope. What else? That was a lot of stuff. So I make my list throughout the year as I'm reviewing stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'll only, even though like I'll see pictures of something, I can't really like say it was like my favorite figure of the year. So I'll make a list as I'm reviewing stuff to see what my favorite figures are.
Now, are you basing this all off of, articulation, paint, sculpt?
Yeah, like how much fun you could have posing around a figure, all the different types of poses you can put them in, accessories, all that stuff. Yeah. So I put all that, like the Mayfex Chapter 2 John Wick.
Yeah.
I have that on the list as of right now. The list can change because there's still, I'll probably go to the end, maybe the end of this month, maybe sometime in December, but you got to make sure you have something for a little bit too before you fully judge it. Like my list is probably going to change. I didn't even put them in order, like 1 through 10 yet, but like the SH Figure Arts, like the Saiyan Armor Broly, that's definitely making my list. That's probably one of my favorite Dragon Ball figures as of right now. Even a Mezco Blade, that was a dope figure.
I've seen some of the pictures you posted.
I've been waiting for a Blade for a while now, but that's just like a few things. And I like write down like honorable mentions because
there's a lot of figures.
There was so many good releases this year, and I feel like every year it's going to get like that. So these lists are getting more and more difficult to make as years go on. Like last year was real difficult to do. The year before that wasn't as difficult as 2018. 2017, like I said, it wasn't as difficult as 2018. But each year it gets more and more difficult because there's just
so much.
The 1,000 Toys Hellboy was an awesome figure. The 3/8 Bumblebee was like there was a lot.
Yeah, I got that 3/8 Bumblebee.
Yeah, and then the Optimus.
I know I'm fighting myself not to get that Optimus because the Bumblebee is great.
Yeah, the Optimus is probably gonna turn out real dope.
Yeah,
I think some reviewers already reviewed it.
Yeah, I've seen some reviews of it.
The 1,000 Toys sent it to him. I mean, 3/8 Toys sent it to him. 1,000 Toys mixing them.
Yeah,
both real good companies though. But
what have been some of the trashiest figures you've looked at this year? The worst.
Yeah, I started making them. Usually I don't do those lists.
Do you ever get a figure? Have you ever had a figure that's just like so trash you go to review and you're just like
like I don't want to review
I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, that happened with the SH Monster Arts King Ghidorah from the Godzilla movie.
What's funny is I saw your review and I had all of those on pre-order and I immediately went on. I was like, man, that shit looks like. I'd rather just get the NECA one.
Not fun at all. The Godzilla was cool. Yeah. It's just the King Ghidorah was just not a fun figure. That wasn't a fun figure. And I was pretty disappointed with the Netflix, the Netflix Mezco. Combine both those words, Netflix. The Netflix Mezco 112 red suit Daredevil. I was a bit disappointed with that one.
Yeah.
The vigilante suit one was pretty cool, but the red suit one, like where he's got his costume and everything.
Yep.
I don't know. I think they kind of like rushed that one. Didn't really care too much. You could tell when a toy company, I think, really likes a character, and when they don't, because they'll hook that character up, and it looks like they try real hard on a character. And if they don't like it, you could tell because they don't try as hard as say like another figure that turned out really great and just released before it. So Yeah, I had to make a most disappointing figures of 2019 list this year because I got a few of them on there. I got 5 so far, so who knows? There might be some more. But usually, I don't know if I had that list last year. So there was a lot of good stuff last year.
Yeah.
This year too, but there was a few disappointing stuff also.
Do you have any one or multiple grails in your collection?
Tough one right there.
Or just like what's the figure in there that you're like this will never go?
Probably that Kenshin Hamura one that I was telling you about by the third part. Yep. Yeah, I think their name's Dasen Model or Dasen Model. They're like a third party company in China. They're not like a real legit figure company.
Yep.
Like you know
the third part. Yep.
Yeah. So it's surprising that even those third party companies in China are stepping up their game and their stuff's coming out as good as like SH Figure Arts.
Well, that's how I feel with third party and Transformers. The third party stuff with Transformers is just. I feel like specifically this company Fans Toys. I feel like it's way beyond what you get from a regular masterpiece.
Yeah.
You know,
it's probably made by fans. You know what I mean? And you could tell. Yeah. But any other grails? Probably that Broly that I was telling you about from the new movie in the Saiyan Armor by Figure Arts. I don't know what else. I mean, there's a lot of shit that I probably won't ever get rid of. A few NECA Predators. I like my Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat stuff.
Yeah, they've done. You're gonna have if you're collecting all of those, you're gonna have a fucking army at the end of that.
Yep.
Because they just have, they doing
just
everything.
Revealed Raiden, classic Raiden, classic suit Raiden. I think from MK1. So that's a definite must-have for me. That's like the only video game. I'm not a big video game figure collector, but Mortal Kombat has always been one of my favorite things. Back when I was a kid, that was a game I played a lot. But Storm Collectibles definitely killing it. But there's a few things like maybe when that SH Figure Arts Mandalorian releases. That'll be something I'll never.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. See, but now I don't know what. Now that I've seen episode 3, like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna hit us with that one, and then like 6 months later, you're gonna get the one with where he's got all the armor on.
And you know they love releasing stuff that they could reuse a lot of the figure of.
Oh yeah,
so they're definitely gonna make that version of him. Hopefully,
here's 2 head sculpt. One with his with a Mandalorian would be easy, but you know, one head sculpt it's regular. One with a scratch.
Yeah. One regular, one battle damage or something. Yeah.
They kill me with them head sculpts on the regular like faces, like you know what I mean. It's just like one's smiling, one's like lightly smiling.
Nah, I hate when Figure Arts will give you one like regular face and they're looking straight ahead, and they'll give you the same damn face, but they're looking off to the right. Like, dang, you couldn't make them like yelling or something, or made her like with an angry teeth gritted face or something. Switch up the facial expression. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like the ones that give you like battle damage faces. That shit's cool.
Yeah,
like the Mezco Netflix Punisher. You got like one regular face with like a scratch or 2, and then the other ones he's all like beaten up and bloody.
Yep.
So I like when companies do that. That shit's dope.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely don't like when they give you multiple of the same head sculpts.
Yeah, with their eyes just looking left or right.
But yeah, do you got any figures that you're anticipating in 2020? Anything that you put it this way? Let's break this into 2 things. Is there anything that you know that is dropping that you can't wait for? Besides the Mandalorian, we know the Mandalorian's dropping.
Yeah, that one I have to put on there. I don't know. I got my pre-order list. All right, so looking forward to that Jiren from SH Figure Arts.
When's that coming?
That's actually coming January. Storm Collectibles Doomsday.
I've seen that. That looks.
That and the Bane one, but I think Bane releases this month or next month, by the end of the year or something. The Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Harley Quinn. Looking forward to that one.
Seen the Figure Arts Harley Quinn they just revealed?
Or the picture? Yeah, from the new movie.
Yeah, from the new movie.
Like, I know it'll be a
I have
good
to like
figure,
the
but-
movie. That's
Yeah. But like, I love the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I
movie.
do too.
That
Like
shit-
I got that. I got the Fig Arts one
Yeah,
for that.
that's a dope figure.
Yeah.
But the Mayflex Batman Hush. You seen that one? It's like a comic book version
Yes.
of Batman.
Yes.
That I'm looking forward to. Oh, SH Figure Arts, that Ultra Instinct Goku.
Yep.
That one. And the Mezco Gambit, even though I know his articulation is going to be kind of whack. Because he's got like Gambit got the armor on. Like,
Yep.
he's my favorite, like, character from Marvel. Always been since I was a kid.
Yep.
But you know how he's got the armor? Mezco, usually with people who have armor on like that, they make it one solid piece, so then you can't use that articulation there.
Yep.
So his articulation, I know, going to be restricted a lot, but
Now, do you think Mayfex is gonna do a sec?
yeah.
They're probably gonna do the
Definitely.
whole line.
Yeah, they already
So
got
Wolverine should be dropping soon, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to this month, but they had to push him back, so push him back to next month. So look forward to that Wolverine then. I think Cyclops
Yep. And
is
Cyclops
January.
Yep.
Yeah, they're probably gonna make the '90s lineup. That's what it
If
looks
they
like.
do that, I'm in there for that.
Yeah, I'm getting all of them.
Yep.
I pre-ordered the Wolverine, the Cyclops, because I like their comic line right now. The Venom was dope.
Yep.
The Spider-Man was. They even just revealed that Carnage.
Yep.
That looks dope. But I'm 100% sure they're making Gambit. They're probably gonna make the Storm, Rogue, maybe even Jubilee.
Yep.
I think they're doing that '90s X-Men cartoon lineup first.
That'd be
No,
sick.
probably. They gotta make Nightcrawler. They gotta make all of them. Sabretooth.
Yeah, give us Xavier in the chair.
Oh yeah, Magneto will probably be one coming out. Yeah, but I hope Gambit's their next X-Men that they make, because Gambit been getting kind of like sidelined by a lot of toy companies. Like, they really haven't.
What'd you think of that that Yamaguchi one?
It's good. I just don't like how they do capes and trench coats, man. That's hard plastic articulated ones.
I only have one figure from them. It's the Carnage, and I do
Yeah,
love
I
that
got that
figure.
one too.
I love
That is a dope figure. Yeah. I think Mayflex is gonna take that place though for that Carnage.
Yeah. I didn't like their Venom though. I wanted I just wanted to look a little bit more.
That was like their second or third figure. They're getting better as they go along with hiding their joints, making their joints better. With Venom and like their Spider-Man and Deadpool, they're just kind of.
That's like my my Dark Knight collection. I have the Mayfex. What is it? The Bane, the Mayfex, Two-Face, and Scarecrow, and all three of those they look liquid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I have the Fig Arts Catwoman and the Dark Knight and the Joker.
Oh yeah. The Joker ain't bad. The Catwoman I don't really like too much.
It's just a completionist mode.
Yeah. I got
get it wrapped up because I didn't really like either.
I need to get that Scarecrow though.
Yep.
I got I didn't.
But I like their face sculpts though. They do a pretty good job.
Oh yeah.
But they definitely compete with Fig Arts.
They may be my favorite toy company right now.
I think their Black Panther. I haven't seen it in hand, but I've seen your review.
Oh
and
yeah, I was supposed to give that.
Their Black Panther. That face sculpt is way better than the Fig Arts one that's coming.
Yeah.
That doesn't even look like
the Figure Arts one. Another thing with Figure Arts though, like when their promo images
sometimes aren't right.
Yeah, like their Black Widow look horrible.
Yeah.
But then you get her in hand, that shit looks just like Scarlet. Scarlet. I almost said Scarlet Witch. Scarlett Johansson. So their pictures can be deceiving.
Yep.
But
I still feel like their best face sculpt, at least out of the figures that I have, is that Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah.
That face sculpt
that does look like Margot Robbie.
Yep. It's just on point.
That one was good. Their Tony Stark, that looked just like Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Their Nebula looked just like that actress.
Yep.
The Scarlet Witch one.
The one that's coming. Yep.
Yeah, they had it on display. That looked just like Elizabeth Olsen. I was like, geez, they're getting really good with that 3D image printing. And Mayfex recently jumped on that too. So Mayfex doesn't do that. I mean, Mezco doesn't do that. That's why you were saying their face sculpts.
Yep.
I think they just hand sculpt them. So does NECA. They just hand sculpt their stuff. So you could tell like when a company uses that 3D image printing.
Yep.
Because they come out real good. I mean, sometimes the SH Figure Arts can give you a crappy face sculpt, even though they do that. Like their Bucky one was a little
Yeah, it's got to be at the right angle. You got to be looking at it at the right angle.
Their Winter Soldier one looked better though. That looked more like him.
Yep. I like their Falcon. Their Falcons.
Oh yeah, that was spot on.
That was on point.
That was spot on.
I didn't like any of their Hulks. That's why in my collection, my Figuarts, I call my Figuarts MCU collection, I only have my Hulk is the only one that's not Figuarts. I have the Figma Hulk.
Yeah.
I just feel like it looks a lot more like you know what I mean. Besides this one that's just dropping now, that Infinity War one where he's got like the onesie on.
Yeah. Their one before that was after the Gladiator Hulk. That one was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, their Gladiator Hulk was a bit off though. I remember that one. Like his mouth looked all weird, his gums looked crazy.
That's another thing Figuarts does. That's why I hope they keep going with this MCU stuff and just like really keep filling it, because I'll keep adding to them.
Oh yeah.
But they let me down with the. I know a lot of people some people didn't like Justice League, but I was looking forward to finishing that line because they had showed their Aquaman and their Cyborg.
Yep.
And they didn't complete it, so I just went ahead and picked up the Mafex ones, which are perfect stand-ins. They're great.
Yeah.
But that's why sometimes with Figuarts, it's like, shit, are they going to finish the goddamn line?
That's
or are they
another
just gonna...
thing about them that I don't like. Like, they'll start making stuff, and then all of a sudden they drop it. It's like, come on, man. Finish it. Because they're not making the money their Dragon Ball line makes them or their MCU line.
Yeah, it's like, look, they're with that announcement or the stuff that went up on Omni you said the other day, they're giving us another Iron Man, like, that same one just with the head sculpt, like, can you give us another figure or something,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just want to, like, for the people out there, I don't know if there's anybody out there like me that just wants to have a representation of every character.
Yeah, I think every collector's like that.
That's it. I just want a representation of every character.
Yep.
I don't need a whole bunch of different The only one that I went back and I rebought because I had to is I had the original SH Figuarts Thor with the plastic cape.
The Age of Ultron one.
Yep.
With the articulated eyes.
Yep. I was like, nah. And then they came out with the Infinity War one.
Yep.
And I got that.
One was dope.
Yep.
Yep.
And I replaced it with that. But there's no other figures in there now that I think I would replace, that I would really swap out. Even the Thanos, I like the Infinity War one better than the
me
the
too.
Endgame one.
I ended up selling my Endgame one. I kept my Infinity War one.
Well, I just liked Infinity War better than Endgame.
Yeah, I like that. It's two different Thanoses too.
Yep.
Like it was different timeline Thanoses. I like the one from Infinity War better than the other one.
More wise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope they keep plugging these holes up, because
they will.
They need to clean out that Guardians. I'd like to see something. I'd like to see another Guardian this coming year. You know what I mean? Hit us with another one of those. At
not
least
another Rocket Raccoon. We already got enough of those.
Nope, not a Rocket Raccoon.
3 of them already.
That's
all the same.
I would love a grown Groot from the first Guardians.
Yeah. They also showed the teenage one.
Did they?
Yeah.
I know they showed the grown one too.
Yeah. That I'd rather get that one than the teen one, but who knows? They might drop the teen one first, then the adult one. So
and I want to see. I'd love to see a Gamora, and a Mantis, and a Drax.
Yep.
And that would clean that right up.
Yep.
And then a Vision.
Yeah.
We need a
Giving
Vision.
us Scarlet Witch, gotta have that Vision.
Yep. And I think that would pretty much get us up to right now.
Characters, right?
Yeah, that would pretty much get us up to right now.
Yep.
Oh, and then I would like to see them drop that Nick Fury too, because I seen.
Oh yeah. They're good with the Samuel Jackson faces because they're Mace Windu from Star Wars.
Yeah, they just give me the body. I'll pop Mace Windu's head right off of there. He can take a seat.
Plus, you got the 2 head sculpts with the Mace Windu. Leave one on Mace, throw the other one on the body.
Speaking of Star Wars, actually, I'm looking forward to that Emperor that they're dropping too.
Oh,
and
I
don't know if the Playgorian, the whatever guards come with him. I don't know, but they're showing. It looks like a package.
The guards are with him. That chair's with him. And the Emperor, of course.
Yeah, I need that. So you
get all that stuff. It's like a little set. So
yeah, I need that. I need that in my life. I have to get that.
And it looks like you swap out some part of the Emperor, because then you have his robe where it looks like he's sitting, and then the one where he's standing. So maybe you pop him off at the waist or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you just swap out the robe and it comes off. So we'll have to see how that works. But yeah, that'll be a cool set to have up there.
Yeah, I definitely want to have that set.
Yeah.
But other than that, for 2020, I'm just wrapping up some of these Transformers that I have. Like this combiner, I'm working on a combiner right now from Fans Toys, and they take
the ones
forever
you get. Do they transform? Or
yes.
All right.
Yes.
So they do.
Yep.
All the good shit Transformers should be doing.
High grade plastic, die cast.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with die cast on a Transformer.
Yeah, the combiner that I'm working on right now. I mean, the thing's gonna be fucking huge. Yeah. But they take a long time, man. Like, they take a long time to collect. Yep. Like I don't anticipate finishing this one off. Let's see, I have 2 right now. I've started on 2 combiners with this company. I have 2 of 1 and 1 of 1. I mean, I'm sorry, 2 of 5 and 1 of 5.
Yeah, so you still have a little while to go.
Yeah, and I don't anticipate selling.
They didn't release the other ones?
Nope. They don't drop all at once. They drop one at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how they usually do it.
And shit, I don't think I'll be done with that. Those Stunicons probably till the end of the year. Yeah. I could see them dropping the rest of the 3 this year, maybe.
Yeah, you might be able to complete one of them at least in 2020.
Yeah. I kind of fell out of Transformers once I got into the 1/12 game.
Yeah.
And I never really indulged on the Hot Toy stuff because it's just too out of my price range.
Yeah, they're just 300 and plus.
Not necessarily out of my price range. You know what? Because if I picked one specific line, and I just only went with that.
Yeah, like if you just.
Like that's all I collected.
If you just got Star Wars one.
Yeah, Star Wars Hot Toys line. That's all I collected.
Yep.
Then but like I know myself. I'll get into the line. I'll be like, I want everything.
Get the MCU stuff now.
Like right now, my collection, besides the Marvel and the Star Wars and the Dark Knight stuff, it's scattered. There's just like different stuff everywhere.
Yeah, I got some of that too. Where they don't complete the line, so they just have 2 characters from it or something like that. Yeah. I think everybody got a little bit of that random figure shelves in their collection.
Absolutely. So with everything going on with YouTube, man, what is your plan? Are you just gonna keep going as normal until you hear more? I know a lot of reviewers are moving over to Patreon.
Yeah, Vimeo too.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be all right with YouTube as long as you're not intentionally making stuff for kids. I think that's what the FTC is looking for. So I think if you're an adult action figure collector, I think you're going to be fine. So I think we should be all right, like figure collectors for the adult or teen collectors. You know what I mean? I think we'll be good. Like with what we collect and people who review that stuff, I think we'll be all right. Hasbro figures, technically, on the box it says ages 4 and up.
Yep.
So that's why I don't really shouldn't really review Hasbro stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of adult collectors who collect them, so it's aimed for both age groups, really. So, but I think figure reviewers might be all right with this whole YouTube thing.
Well, I hope that's the case, man. I really do, and because I enjoy watching the content. I mean, shit, with them Transformers. I mean, if there's no reviews, I don't know how to transform it because they're so fucking complex.
Yeah, they don't.
I can't read. Yeah, they do, but
it must.
It's not that I can't read them. It's that I'm too lazy to.
I know what you mean.
Show me how to do it.
Yeah. It's easy. It's easier seeing that because I had like a, Bulma from Dragon Ball Z. I got like a model kit of a bike and it transforms into 3 different types of things, but it's on the same bike. So yeah, I know what you mean about that. It would be easier watching someone else do it. So instead
for sure.
Of trying to figure it out, sometimes you're like, wait, don't it go like that? Am I looking at this wrong? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
And then you end up with parts where they shouldn't be with the arm up there or something like that. So.
And that just goes to show you, I mean, how far the shit stretches. I mean, you do 1/12 action figures. There's a lot of there's, you know, when I think Daredevil19, you know, I think, you know, people like you said, like Shartimus Prime, even Shartimus Prime, I've seen, you know, I've watched do Transformers and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's how he started.
Yep. Yeah. And people like the Foosh, you know, I watch him all the time.
Yeah, Robo's cool, dude. I always see him at Toy Fair.
Yeah, I never met him, but he seems like a cool dude.
Yeah, he's exactly how he is on camera.
Yeah, that's how he strikes me. You know, you just tell when you're watching people, man. Okay, that's just this dude. That's just how he is.
Yep.
And then, you know, it also goes into subgenres. You know, like I said, with the Transformers stuff, you got, you know, people like Shartimus Prime. You got Optibotimus, Emgo, some of the bigger guys. Then you got some of the not necessarily smaller guys, but there's bigger communities. Like I watch this ROC, Realm of Collectors. They do a whole bunch of different shows.
Yeah.
Bobby Skullface is a big one. I've watched him for a long time. And it's just crazy to think that it breaks down into all these different subgenres of collectibles, and communities. And, you know, I hope that everything goes smooth and that, you know, everybody's able to continue to do what they're doing, producing content, not just for financial reasons, but, you know,
just it's a hobby.
It's a hobby.
It's good getting
it's a culture,
money,
really.
But it's a hobby. It's a community. It's just, you can talk in the comments with other collectors, meet new people on there too, and you meet new figure collector friends and all that. It'll be a shame if this FTC YouTube thing screws it all up, but I think figure reviewers are gonna be all right. I know a lot of people don't even want to deal with the BS.
Yep.
A lot of them already went off to Vimeo and Patreon. I mean, I made a Patreon, but like I said, I think we'll be all right on YouTube as long as your demographic isn't for
children.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Well, hey, man, I appreciate you coming through, spend some time and chat it out, man, and go through some of your thoughts on the things going on and with the figures and the companies and all of that.
Yeah.
And definitely want to have you come back, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's crazy. It's a small world. Watching you for a couple of years, come and find out you live a few miles away.
Yeah.
So
and then when I found out Isaac, when I found out Isaac collects figures, I'm like, damn, did we just become best friends?
Yep.
You're like, damn, you collect figures too? So do I.
Absolutely. Well, with that being said, man, you already know, Kendall signing out, man. It's been a good one, man. Take as needed.